जय श्री माताजी। ध्यान सत्र में आप सभी का स्वागत है। चित्त को सहस्त्रार पर रखते हुए हम बंधन लेंगे। तीन महामंत्र एवं श्री गणेश मंत्र। धीरे से चित्त को सहस्त्रार पर ले जाएंगे। थोड़ी देर ध्यान की इसी अवस्था में बैठेंगे। ध्यान की इसी अवस्था में श्री माताजी की अमृतवाणी ग्रहण करेंगे।
As you have realized that Sahasrara is a very important part of the subtle system. Of course, this is a great day in 1970 that this chakra was opened up. But by that, what you have achieved, we have to see it. First of all, when the Kundalini rises, she goes to your void. Where is your Dharma? And your Dharma gets established. At the Nabhi Chakra, we can say around the Nabhi Chakra, your Dharma gets established, which is the innate, pure, universal religion, is established. But then the Kundalini rises higher. Despite the establishment of the Dharma, we start becoming little bit aloof from other societies because we find they are adharmis. They have no Dharma. Also, I think we are afraid that we might get caught up with their adharmas. So at that stage, we don't want to cross the limits of Sahajayoga. Want to keep to Sahajogis, to Sahajayoga program, and to our personal Sahaj life. Of course, it's important Because first this chakra must be fully nourished. And this chakra is actually moves round the Nabhi chakra, which we know as Swadhisthana. This Swadhisthana chakra is in a way very important because it supplies energy to the brain. So when Dharma is established, the subtle energy pushes through the Kundalini more energy for the Sahasrara and also the energy for Dharma, which was in the Sahasrara, in the Swadhisthana, also starts flowing with it. It crosses over and starts rising in the Sahasrara. Till then, I would say, we are not yet full Sahajogis. Because one can become fanatic about Sahaja. I've seen people who are so fanatic that they cannot even meet people who are not Sahajogis. They cannot even talk to people who are not Sahajogis. And all the time they are frightened of meeting people who are not Sahajogis. Of course, you need not meet people who are evil, people who are against Sahaja, who talk against it. But those who are seeking the truth, which is our duty, that we have to go to them. So when it reaches the state where it is established in the brain, that time we go beyond Dharma. Dharmatit, we become beyond. Dharma means that Dharma becomes part and parcel of our being. We cannot lose it. Such Dharma becomes within us a part and parcel, which is a very great achievement, because then you don't have to do any rituals. You don't have to worry about meeting other people. You don't have to worry that your vibrations will be harmed. Then you don't catch from anyone. You don't catch also other negative forces. No one can harm. That I call as the completion of your Shraddha. That time Sahasrara is so fully enlightened that you become Dharma. For example, we can give the example of Christ. Christ saw a prostitute being stoned. Now, Christ had nothing to do with the prostitute, just the opposite of it. But when he saw she was stoned, he took a stone in his hand. And he says that those who think who have not sinned at all can throw a stone at me. And everybody was stunned. Why is he taking the side of a prostitute? He is a religious man. He should also put stones on her. But he was standing on truth. That's exactly what happens to you when it is established in Sahasrara, that you stand on truth. There's a little difference in in Dharma and in truth. A Dharma person might become too dharmic, illogically dharmic, can go to the right or to the left. A dharmic person might think he is the superior person to others. That why should he try to save anybody else? Let them go to hell. Who cares? This kind of an attitude can come in a person who is Dharma. Also, I have seen some Sahajogis who start new methods in Sahajayoga. You do like this, so it will be all right. You do like that, it will be all right. Because they are not stagnated at the point of Dharma. So they start telling people that you do this way, do that way. But when you rise to the point of truth, then you don't do any rituals. You don't need any ritual. You are not bothered. Because you are in Dharma. And here you are standing on the truth. And truth is much greater than Dharma. For example, a person who is standing on truth, he doesn't care for any absurd ideas about religion, even about Sahaj religion. He doesn't care that after all this is Sahaj, this is not Sahaj. He goes beyond. In the sense he sees a global truth within himself. He sees the truth which is all pervading. Not only sees, but he knows and he feels, and he is in that truth. So when Dharma flowers into truth, it's a very beautiful happening, and that should happen to all of you. So many things can linger on if you are only on the Dharma level. I've seen people going into ego, making money. Sometimes they don't even ask me and go on doing things which they should not do. They do wrong things which are not good for such. There is no humility about it. And they don't understand that whether this Dharma is standing on truth or untruth. So we have to go to the foundation of Dharma, which is truth. As described before, it's a tree of life which has got its roots up in the brain and the branches in the body. So you have to go to the roots of everything, and that is the place where you reach when you are absolutely established in Sahasrara. In the Sahasrara are the roots of all these ideas we have, or we can say all these swarupas we have taken. We have now become dharmic. What is the root of Dharma? Why should we be dharmic? What is the need to be dharmic? There are many people in this world who are extremely adharmic, living very well. According to, outward expression, we feel that they are very happy people, they are all right, they are enjoying themselves, while we are deprived, perhaps, of all the so-called enjoyments of these people. So, at the state of only Dharma, things become very important to us, which may not be standing on truth. There are so many things like that I can point it out to you, that how Sahajogis falter even after achieving Dharma state, they falter. I've seen people giving up their drugs, alcoholism, giving up other kinds of addictions, even their language improves. And their, we can say, behavior is changed. They become humbler people, no doubt. But still, they are conscious that they are standing on Dharma. This consciousness has to disappear. At the stage of Sahasrara, this consciousness disappears because truth is love and love is truth. That is the point where the Kundalini meets the heart chakra. As you know, the pita of heart is. So when Kundalini pierces through that heart chakra, what starts flowing in the brain, in the Sahasrara, is the truth. But truth that is love. There's a difference between truth as itself and truth that is love. So out of love for that prostitute, that Christ stood by. He stood on the roots of truth, no doubt, but what was flowing through his heart was the love, the pure love. So now when we have pure love for someone, we see the whole thing in a different manner. We see a person in a different manner. And it becomes very sweet. Otherwise, truth can be very bitter, can be very painful. But truth, which is adorned with love, is just like a flower without the thorns. It's very interesting how a person who is pouring with love and is standing on truth. That's the personality you have to become. Now, in the expression of love, we can take an example to understand. Supposing I meet somebody and he's telling all kinds of horrible things about another person. So I feel tremendous love for him as well as for the person whom he is telling all these things. So now, I take to lie, a complete lie, which is the truth also, in a way. I tell that person, see, what are you talking? The person about whom you are saying all this has been just praising you all the time. And here you are talking like this. Now, this is not the truth, actually. But you take the help of the lie, the other side of the truth, to bring out a friendship between the two persons. So this is what is the work of love, that it tries to bring people closer to each other, to say things by which they become one, united. So all the divisive methods that we have used so far just disappear, and we try to understand what is the method by which we can join people's heart. As it is, you are in collective consciousness. But this collective consciousness, if it is superficial, you can achieve great results like as you have done it. Maybe you can build beautiful ashrams, you can do all this. But when it is filled with love, collective consciousness, then the joy is complete of collective consciousness. Now people talk of peace. You cannot have peace without this new awareness, we call it collective consciousness. But in that also there has to be the main tattva, principle of love. For example, now Sahajogis, say from Germany and Austria, are going to Israel. It's very fulfilling. I was happy that they have chosen for this Puja people from Israel. And then I found Israelis coming to Egypt. forgetting all that Muslims have done to them. It's really remarkable how people get attracted towards expression of their love to their fellow men, to other Sahajogis. And once it starts growing, you will be surprised how we can change this world. Most of the problems, human problems, are due to hatred. And it's very commonly used, I hate, I hate. It's absurd. It's a sin to hate someone. Why do you hate someone? You can hate the sin, you can hate the evil, but you should not hate people just for hating's sake. This hatred that we have is responsible for all the problems we have had so far. Because one person becomes very powerful. By dividing people, he becomes very powerful. And these divisive things have really crushed so many countries. For example, our country was divided by the British. Now they are having the division. This doesn't stop. By dividing us, what has happened? All the countries who have gone away from India are suffering very much. Those people who tried to divide the country thought that they'll become prime ministers, this, that. Most of them have been murdered by their own people. You can see clearly how hatred manifests. It starts from a small point and it manifests all over. Very clearly, it can be seen in any country being divided. There's no need to divide any country. That creates more hatred and more trouble. In the same way, in Sahajayoga, we should not think of have divisions. Now we have got a beautiful land. As you must have heard about near the Ganges. Now people are thinking if they can have separate houses, separate compounds. Why? You know how to live collectively. You enjoy collective life. So why do you want to have separate houses? What secrets are we going to have from each other? After all, whatever we do is known on the vibrations. You cannot hide anything. So why have separate houses? Why do you want to have some privacy? Because in Sahajayoga there is no privacy. We know about everyone. What are they up to? What are their problems? What chakras they are catching? Isn't it? So there is no secret about anything in Sahajayoga. Everyone knows about everyone. So what's the use of having privacy also? I can't understand. It's like this, you see, still the mind is working like that. Then they are thinking of inheritance. All right, I was saying that you can have inheritance, but if your son is not a Sahajogi, what to do? We cannot keep a culprit there to trouble everyone. It is not the rules and regulations that are going to keep you happy and joined together, but it is the pure collective consciousness and its law. Because as you know, we have no proper organizations, we have no clergyship, we have nothing like that. Leaders also can shift more times than Ganges River can shift its course. So there is nothing like that. It's all on a shifty sand we are standing all the time. And your mother is another one who tries all kinds of tricks. The reason is, I want you to stand on rocks. And this rock is emitting love, is emitting that divine love. And the joy of that love is really so beautiful. For example, people would like to have their separate bathrooms, especially Indians. Suddenly they have become Britishers, and Britishers have become Indians, Indians want to have their separate bathrooms. I don't know why. And this is a very common disease with Indians. And it is also spreading to other people. I feel sometimes that they want to have their separate bathrooms. In a collective life, there's no need. You don't even know. But if you ask me, I won't even know if I've been to bathroom or not. Just go there, come back. Next. I have no time for all that. In the same way, you also should have a concept of a society which is living like an ocean. If ocean rises, they rise. If falls, they fall. Just one union of love. I am expecting that kind of a society at the foothill of Himalayas. And I'm sure all of you will realize that Himalaya being the Sahasrara of the world. Luckily, I wanted it to be done before the Sahasrara Puja, and it is done. With the blessings of Himalayas, I should say. But Himalaya is also like a Sahasrara where the Kundalini has risen, where the vibrations have come out. And in the sky you can see the vibration. But this Himalaya is ruled by a wrathful god called Shiva. That's the dangerous part of it. So we have to be very, very careful. If we try to play around, if we try to take to hatred among ourselves, take to divisive methods, take to something that is not Sahaj, this wrathful God is sitting on our head. He is also in Mecca. This is Makkeshwar Shiv there. If you try to misbehave, he comes out with his wrathfulness. Anywhere you are, you have to be very careful that this Shiva is everywhere. Like one of these lingas of Shiva is in Pardi Baidnath, that is in Maharashtra, Alatur. And there people started another kind of Sahajayoga. Also they were drinking on the day of the Sri Ganesha's Visarjan. So the wrath of Shivalanga came and there was such a big, huge earthquake. In many people were lost. But none of the Sahajogis and their center was saved completely. Now we had a big fire also, as you know last time, and nothing happened to you. You are under protection. You are all the time protected. There was no wrath of Shiva that could work out anything. Fire could not do anything to you because you are under protection. But this protection is your mother's love. Is not anything else but the love of your mother, which is very powerful, which is protecting you and helping you. In the same way, you develop that kind of love for others, for other Sahajogis, for other people, for other things, for this Mother Earth, for all that. Your love can not only protect you, but protect others also. Your attention, as long as it is on yourself, you will start becoming smaller and smaller. I should have this, I should have that, I like this, I like that. All these topics will fall. You'll never say, I like this. No question. What do I like? It's difficult for me to decide if I like anything. This I like, that I like to be this way. Who are you? Ask yourself the question. Who are you? If you are the pure spirit, it is nothing but love. And in love, you think of others, the problems of others. You try to make others comfortable. You try to look after others. And you don't just look after yourself and bother about yourself. This is what you have to reach. Though you may be dharmic, you may be in every way sahaj, but still, unless and until you reach that state in your Sahasrara, I wouldn't say that you are all right. You have to work it out. For that, of course, meditation is very important. But the thing that stops it is your mind. It's your mind that goes on telling you. All the time you watch your mind, how it tries to guide you, how it tries to tell you, now, what about me? What about my house? What about my children? What about my country? Like that. You go on my. Ultimately, you end up into nothing. But when you say, you. Kabira has said a beautiful thing about it. He says that when the goat is living, it is saying, meh, means I. But it dies. Then they take out the intestine and put it on a dhunki, where they put it for the cleaning of the cotton. And that time, what does that dhunki say? Tu hi. You are the one. You are. And that echoes all over. In the same way, you have to think from others' point of view. First of all, tu hi, when you say it to your guru or to God, that you are. I am no more. I am dissolved. I am finished. I am become one with this ocean of love. And then you say to others, you are. You are. That is search culture. See, so lots of falsehood will follow. Falsehood that surrenders you and others. Like people try falsehood by saying something, oh, I love you very much. And on the back, they plan something very bad. They can do anything. Not Sahajogis, they don't do it. I must say that they have reached that state where they don't do it. But still, if they don't do it, they are conscious of it. All the time they are conscious. We don't do this, we don't drink, so what? We don't fuss about food. I mean, all their things they have achieved, they are very proud of it. You see, very proud. That we are like this, we are that. You see, because you are the pure spirit, because you are that, so you have become that. How can you take pride in something what you are? Like somebody asked me, don't you feel very proud that you are Adi Shakti? I said, what? I couldn't understand the question. I said, see now, if I am Adi Shakti, what is there to be proud? Because I am that. What is there to be proud? If I was not that, then I would be proud of it. But I was. So what is there to be proud of? Like the sun, you see, it shines. It's not proud that I am the sun. Or if you are born, say, with your eyes and nose, a face like a human being, you are not proud. I am a human being. I am a human being. Are you proud? In the same way, if you are that what you are not proud. You are not conscious of it. Not at all conscious. I mean, I never tell myself I am Adi Shakti. There's no need to tell. But it is so, what to do? Now God has chosen me, I should say, to be the Adi Shakti. All right, I can have it. But I just don't know what is there. As if like some people think that Sahaja Yoga has been bestowed upon them like some lordship or something like that. No. It is what you have become. When you become, one must understand that you have become that. Like supposing a stone becomes gold, then it is gold. It won't be proud that I am gold. Gold is gold. Why will it be proud of that? In the same way, this consciousness of being a Sahaja Yogi drops off. Still, it lingers. So one has to be careful that once you are a Sahaja Yogi, you are a Sahaja Yogi. So what? I am a Sahaji. So what? Nothing so great. It's like saying that I have a nose, you see. Be proud of saying, I am a nose, you see. What is that? Nose is already there. What is there to be proud of? But this pride has to go. That's very important to realize that I am not there. I am no more. I am one of the whole. Become the ocean, this drop of mine. I don't know if there are any boundaries left in me. This kind of consciousness develops in you when your consciousness is filled with joy only, just with joy and bubbling with love. Bubbling with love. You go on, expressing your love, whether you talk or you don't talk. Whether you say about it or you don't. Whether you are smiling or not. This joy is in your heart. Now the heart chakra here, the pita of the heart chakra gets filled with light of truth. But the truth is not such an absurd thing that we know of as truth. Is. For somebody asked me, what is the truth? So I said that it was written long time back that you should speak the truth and speak something that people will like. Satyam vadet, priyam vadet. Then people said, how can you make this truth? Truth may not be palatable and could be something that you say which people like, may be false. So how to make these two things meet? So Krishna gave a very good answer. He said, it's like this. Satyam vadet, hitam vadet, priyam vadet. You say the truth. Truth you must say. But that truth should be good or should be liked or should be appreciated or should be nourishing for your spirit. By which there is benevolence, which creates benevolence. And then it has to be priya. In the beginning, people may not like and say that she said horrible things to me or whatever it is. But at the end of it, he'll say that, see, it's so good that this was said to me that I have done something perfect. But in any case, there is no need to say something very harsh or hard to anyone. That is not your job to go on correcting all the rest of the people. To begin with, many Sahaja Yogis I have seen have been saying, you've got this chakra caught up, you've got that chakra caught up. All this is the play of ego. You have no business to condemn anyone. You have come from such a condemned condition yourself. So why are you condemning others? Only thing is, if you are capable, if you are equipped, if you are matured enough in Sahaja Yoga, then you will just take it up as a great challenge of love. And you will do it. But you won't go on condemning that person, finding faults with that person. It's a very good excuse if you don't want to do it. Supposing somebody is sick. and the doctor doesn't know how to cure. So what does he do? He says, you see, you are sick because this happened, because you went in the cold, because this, Are Baba, yes, but now I am sick. So now what about curing me? No, because you did this, because you did that, you should not have done this. All about the past mistakes will go on. In the same way, we go on. That you did like this, you were like this, you went to the Falana Guru, you did this kind of a mistake, that's why you are like this. No, don't tell him anything. Just work it out and it works. Of course, you can ask if he has been to some guru, but don't condemn, don't criticize. There's no need to condemn anybody for what mistakes they have made. This is all coming from the consciousness that you are better equipped, that you have all the knowledge. You're very knowledgeable people. I must say, very knowledgeable. You are the Gnostics, all that I accept. But as long as you are aware of it, you are not. Once you are not aware of it, then you are that what is called Sahajayoga. So I would expect all of you to have this new development in their Sahasrara, in your Sahasrara, in everybody's Sahasrara. We have to think of the whole world. We cannot just think of Sahajogis and also about the seekers. Seekers are there, all right, but what about the rest? There's so many problems there, and so many things are to be done. For example, now we have a problem in India of poverty. So I'm trying to do something for them. You have problems in your countries. Find out what problems there are. You can start some sort of a movement for them, try to help them as far as possible. It's not missionary like that you convert somebody for some sort of a reward or for some name you have to do. You just do it for your pleasure because it's your pleasure. That's how you'll go to the society and you won't be afraid that you'll be caught up. I know of one couple when I asked them, why don't you start working it out? So they said, Mother, we are afraid our ego will come back. I mean, they are afraid of themselves only. Their ego will come back. So all these problems should be dropped out and you should reach that state where you don't have all these fears, all these nonsensical ideas about yourself. You are powerful. You have powers. Not only that, but you have been specially bestowed with those powers. But if you don't want to use it, then what are they? If the lamp is not enlightened, what is this lamp for? Just for decoration? So, this has to be used. And this has to be used without feeling that awareness within you that you are something great, better than others, something selected, or also they say that we are chosen. So, this can spread very fast with such grace and understanding. All kinds of stupid people are there. It's all right. You know they are stupid. Just laugh at them, make fun of them, and that's how you can solve the problem. But even that, you should do it in such a way that you don't hurt them. That whatever you do, you should see from the results what works out. Results should be such that you should see how it works out. With some people, that's the intelligence. I think that's the superior intelligence by which you know how to say things, what to say things, how to work it out. Love, this divine love, gives you a complete control over yourself. And you know everything, how to behave, how to talk to people, how to manage them. I don't know what is the worst thing among human beings. According to Krishna, it was temper, hot temper, was the worst thing. But according to me, It is jealousy. Jealousy of any kind is absolutely I should say, like a scum. In Sahajayoga also people feel jealous. And they may not say so because I don't like it, but they may create problem. They may try to create problem among each other. So one thing you should have a watch on your mind if there is any kind of jealousy. I'm rather worried sometimes, supposing I want to give some present to some people. Then I'm worried that I shouldn't do something that will create jealousy. We should not. Mother might have forgotten, or it's all right, she's running short of it, it's all right. But people have that kind of a very sharp sense of jealousy even in Sahajayoga. Now, supposing I meet somebody and I don't meet somebody else, finished. That person develops a jealousy for the person whom I meet. Sometimes people pester me too much. Whether I must meet you, I must meet you. I don't know why. Why do you want to meet you? I'm all over, everywhere, as you say. Then what is the need that you should meet me and talk to me? What is the need? It's not for you alone, I am for everyone. But some people think that they have a special right on me and they think that I must meet them individually. Otherwise, they feel very bad. All these things have to go away in a big way when you become, as I said, the ocean. Then you are not bothered. What shore you go, where you travel, you are not bothered. You are only with the ocean moving up and down. That is how it's a living ocean of love. And that's what we have to develop it without dominating others, without showing off. It should be, the whole thing should be contented within ourselves. In Hindi is said better, apne mein samaye hua rahe. Should be all within yourself. And that's the most enjoyable thing. Because, see, what we want, supposing I want something for myself, you see. So I'll strive and get it. But this is something if you have within yourself, you fully filled within yourself. So what is most important? What is so much needed? Nothing. You are completely filled with yourself, contented with yourself. And then you want to share. This is the ideal way of dealing with Sahasrara, I think. And I'm sure they will come. This whole world's Sahasrara has to be opened up. This is what we have to do it. And we are not going to disappear into some exclusive places. That is just for meditation, you can go there. But not for escaping the world. That's not the idea. Idea is for meditation, for your growth. It would be a nice place to go to. It's very important to understand how valuable you are, how remarkably important you are. Born at this time, got your realization. For what? To emancipate this world, to transform human beings, to take hold of this world into the realm of God. That is what you are here for. May God bless you.
थोड़ी देर ध्यान की इसी अवस्था में निःशब्द ध्यान में बैठेंगे। जय श्री माता जी। दोनों हाथ जोड़कर चित्त को सहस्त्रार पर रखकर श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे। श्री माता जी, आज आपने हमें सामूहिक ध्यान का आनंद दिया, निर्विचारिता प्रदान की, हमें चैतन्य की अनुभूति दी। इसके लिए हम आपके ऋणी हैं। आज का यह ध्यान हम आपके चरणों पर समर्पित करते हैं। श्री माता जी, सत्य की खोज करने वाले सभी साधकों को उनका आत्म साक्षात्कार प्राप्त हो। सारे सहजी भाई बहनों को माध्यम स्वरूप कार्य करने की अनुमति प्राप्त करें, अनुमति प्रदान कीजिए। श्री माता जी, अमृतवाणी में दिया हुआ ज्ञान हमें हमारे जीवन में हर क्षण आचरण में लाने के आशीर्वाद हमें प्रदान कीजिए। श्री माता जी, आपने हमें आत्म परीक्षण करना सिखाया, हमें आत्मा बनाया, हमें क्षमाशील बनाया। इसलिए हम आपके ऋणी हैं। श्री माता जी, कृपा करके हमें करुणामय बना दीजिए, हमें भोलापन प्रदान कीजिए, हमें निर्लिप्तता प्रदान कीजिए। हमारी सारी प्रार्थनाओं का स्वीकार कीजिए। हम सभी सहजी भाई बहनों के कोटि कोटि प्रणाम कृपा करके स्वीकार कीजिए। जय श्री माता जी। सामूहिक बंधन। जय श्री माता जी।